Welcome, foolish mortals, there's no turning back now.
That's right, foolish mortals. There is no turning back now. Welcome, 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 everybody, to the newest episode of the Disney Life Happy Wife podcast. I am your host. I'm Kristen. This is the podcast where we talk about all things Disney, not just Disney parks, not just Disney travel, not just Disney movies, all of it. Everything Disney. If it's Disney related, I'm going to talk about it. And you know me. If it's a Disney life, then I'm a happy wife. Like I said, I'm your host. I'm Kristen. It feels so good to bring you guys a brand new episode of Disney Life Happy Wife. I haven't, brought out a new episode in quite some time. I think the last new episode was probably back in March. I think I put out an episode March 11th, which was about our February Disney trip. And since then, life has gotten a little crazy. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. It got a little crazy in early March for us over here in the United States. For those who don't know, I am located in the smallest state in the United States of America, Rhode Island. So things got a little crazy early to mid-March in the USA. And you all know what I'm talking about because it is a worldwide pandemic. I'm talking about COVID-19, coronavirus. It's nuts. And things have gotten really crazy. Lots of people have died. Lots of people have gotten sick. And it's just insane how this has taken over for so long. And hopefully we can turn things around really soon. But yeah, so since the March 11th episode, things have gotten busy here. And my new normal has really been focused around Emily and her day-to-day and making her days the best that they can be because she really misses school and she really misses her friends. And in New England, I know in Massachusetts, schools have been canceled for the rest of the year and daycares are closed until the end of June, I want to say. And just this past week in Rhode Island, they have closed down all schools, K through 12, for the remainder of the school year, and they have not said about daycares yet, about childcare centers and daycare centers. So we don't know if Em will go back at some point this summer. We're hoping that she'll get back there. She'll be able to see her teachers and her friends because she really misses them. But my new normal, on a school week, on a school day, is really just around her and her learning, making sure that she's still getting the most out of every day educationally, making sure that she's ready for kindergarten because she starts kindergarten in September. So I want to make sure that she is prepared for that. So doing all I can there. So it leaves very little time for me to be able to do what I love to do, which is blogging and, of course, putting out Disney Life Happy Wife. So it's been tough. So it's been a little over a month since the last new episode. So I thought I would bring a new episode to you guys. So I'm excited. So I hope you guys are doing well out there, staying safe, staying healthy, trying to stay happy as best you can in your homes. I know it's hard, and I've seen a lot in the news about protests and people, wanting to regain quote unquote their freedom. It's just people, if I can say anything, and I don't like to talk politics, I don't like to get involved in stuff like that. I'm going to say this probably once. Just stay in your homes. Stay home, wear a mask, wear gloves, stay safe, stay healthy. Let's just kick COVID-19's butt and get this over with. I mean, come on. There's a chance that there could be a second wave of this in the fall/winter when flu season hits. So let's enjoy the time that we have. Let's stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and let's enjoy the summer. The more we stay in and we kick COVID-19's butt, the more that we do that, the more that we get it out of here, the sooner we'll be outside, the sooner we'll get back to normal. And I mean, that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people want their lives back, and I want my life back. But I don't want to risk going places and getting sick. So, stay home. Stay safe. Stay healthy. So, yeah. I'm only going to say that once. Staying inside. Only going to say that once. But, so like I've said, it's been our new normal that we're inside, we're at home. We're lucky enough that we have a good enough size yard that Em can go run and play in. We've got a swing set in the back that she can, go play on. We've got dogs, we've got cats. She's very well entertained. But my new life is pretty much around her. So, yeah. There we go. So, new episode. I have to say, with all of this, stay-at-home parents are amazing. So, I am a part-time worker. I work in an office a couple of days a week. And the other days that I am home during the week, Emily's at school. So she's in school full time, daycare, preschool full time. It's very good for her socially and educationally and emotionally. It's good. And we definitely wanted to keep doing this so that way when it does come time for kindergarten that she is prepared and she is ready for that. So it's been very good for her. But having her home now 24/7 has been eye-opening. I had thought about, homeschooling her and doing that kind of stuff. And now I'm just like, I just don't know that there is any way that I could possibly do it. It's insane. I just don't have the temperament to be a teacher. And she doesn't have the temperament to listen to me all the time like that. But stay-at-home parents, I don't know how you do it. You're amazing. That's all I can say. You're just amazing. So I would like to send a shout out to a couple of groups of people. First group is the essential workers out there and the people that are still working and still, they're putting their life on the line. Nurses, doctors, people that work in hospitals, the people that work in emergency rooms, urgent care, janitors, grocery store workers, people that work at Walmart and Target and all those places, delivery people, truck drivers, police officers, firemen, they put their life on the line every single day. And so, I know, police officers, firemen, that's kind of part of their job to put their life on the line. But other people, people that work in grocery stores and, they take their lives into their own hands. And those essential workers, you guys are true heroes. And I'm lucky enough that I'm home and I can be home with my daughter and stay home and stay safe. You guys are putting your life on the line and I just can't thank you enough. Lots of love, lots of positive vibes, just a lot of prayers and everything out to you guys. You guys are true heroes. The next group of people that I want to put a big shout out to is teachers. Now, schools are closed and some teachers are out of work, because of this. They're laid off until either they go back if they work in childcare centers or, until next year. But they still go above and beyond for their students. Now, I'm going to give you a big example. My daughter's teacher, her pre-K teacher, is one of the most amazing women that I know. I have known her since Emily was, I want to say 18 months old. She was Em's toddler teacher and then got promoted to pre-K. And when she got promoted to pre-K, I was like, Emily has to be in her class. She has to be in her class. And she is. So I was very thankful. But every day, Em's teacher reads to the kids via Facebook Live. Every single day. And when days happen that she can't read, she's got stuff going on at home, she's got stuff going on with her 3 kids, she's so sorry and so apologetic. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't disappoint anybody. And it's like, you have a life. You have a family. The fact that you do this every single day is amazing. And she still does it every single day. And if she doesn't do it one day, then she reads like 2 books the next day or something like that. It's incredible. And she's been doing this every single day since Em has been home. And she also started doing morning meetings, or circle time, as it's often called, in daycare for the kids every school day, unless one of her kids has, their own meeting that she has to be at. And Em looks forward to it so much. Like, before all of this happened, Em would get up and she would be like, nope, I'm out. I don't want to go to school. I want to stay home and I want to be in my pajamas and all that. Now we wake up in the morning and I say to her, I'm like, okay, well, you have, so-and-so many minutes until circle time, until morning meeting. And she literally is bouncing around. She can't wait. She can't wait to see her teachers. She can't wait to see her friends. It's amazing. So big shout out to teachers. You guys go above and beyond, and you're so amazing. And I want you to know, at least this is what I know from my kid. Your kids miss you, and they love you. And those who don't get to see the kids that were in their class a couple of months ago, those who don't get to see them or won't get to see them again, they love you and they really miss you. And I'm hoping that Em gets to see her teachers and her friends again before she goes to kindergarten. So fingers crossed. So as you can tell, part of this episode is going to be about COVID-19 and the coronavirus. But it's not going to be about the virus itself. It's going to be about what we've been doing in my house, Disney related, to keep ourselves preoccupied during this time that we're at home, during whatever you want to call it, quarantine, lockdown, all of that. While we're staying home and staying safe, this is stuff that we have been doing Disney-wise, Disney related, during this time. So the first part of the episode is going to be about that. It might be a lengthy episode now that I'm thinking about it. So the first part will be, what we've been doing Disney-wise during this time. The second part is going to be a review of a brand new Disney movie that just came out, and it was kind of rushed to Disney Plus when everything was happening. It came out in theaters literally right before the pandemic really happened, I guess we'll say, really kicked off in the United States. So we were very lucky that we got to see it. We didn't get to see it in theaters, and I didn't buy it. I'd heard, you can buy it on this date or wait another week or so, and it's going to be on Disney Plus. So I waited, we waited and we watched it on Disney Plus. And if you don't know what movie that is, it's Onward. So you'll get to hear a review of Onward, my thoughts on it, kind of a little synopsis of it. There might be some spoilers, so spoiler alert. And you're actually going to get to hear Emily talk about it too, because Emily really liked it. So we'll get my opinion and Emily's opinion on the movie, and yeah, that'll be great. So two parts of the episode today, talking about Disney-related stuff during COVID-19 and a review of Onward. So let's jump right into it. So during the pandemic, one of the things that we have been doing, Disney-related, is watching a whole lot of Disney Plus. They could not have picked a better time to have Disney Plus come out. End of 2019 and beginning of 2020 for other places, other countries. I think the UK just got it within the past month, maybe in the past month. So I know some Insta friends of mine, Laura and John, I know they were just, Laura was just talking about how they just got it. So she was super excited about it. But yeah, during the pandemic, we've been watching a whole lot of Disney Plus, and I have to say we've been watching a lot of the same movies because Emily picks favorites and we watch a lot of them. A lot of it. Which I can't really complain because, I think she's got good taste. So there we go. So one of the ones that we watched a whole lot in the beginning, we haven't really watched it a lot since, is Frozen 2. Frozen 2 came right out to Disney Plus. And right after, everything happened in the quarantine and lockdown, Disney was on it. And they got Frozen 2 right out to Disney Plus. They were like, nope, there you go. Keep your kids entertained. Here's Elsa. let her sing to your kids for a while. Give yourselves a break. And it was amazing. We watched Frozen 2 and Em was so excited. Of course, we've got our favorite songs and everything from that. We absolutely love Frozen 2. So that was great. We've been watching a whole lot of Disney Channel original movies, especially ones from back in the day. Em has had there are 4 series of movies. So there's 4 of them. They each have like a sequel or there's a trilogy. And Em is obsessed with them. She watches them all the time. High School Musical. She loves High School Musical to the most, I think. She loves how dramatic Troy is on the golf course. But she loves the song Fabulous that Sharpay and Ryan sing. She loves that song. 2 is just her favorite. I have no idea why. It just is. High School Musical 3 is my favorite. And High School Musical, the song that they sing at the end is my favorite song from the High School Musical, series. So that's my favorite. But I love that she loves the High School Musical movies. Those were the last ones that we got her into. But I'm very glad that she loves them. So High School Musical, she loves Camp Rock. Camp Rock was number 1, was the first ones that she watched out of these 4. She loves Demi Lovato. Loves Demi Lovato. So she's stuck with those movies. She watched Camp Rock 1 and 2 on like repeat for a long time. We told her you can watch them both, but only once a day. We can't watch it more than once a day. And we know all the words to all the songs by heart. It's kind of awesome. I love Demi Lovato as well. So I love that she loves these movies and loves Demi. I've had her try and listen to some other Demi songs and she's like, eh. She loves Camp Rock, sorry. Sorry, Demi. She loves Camp Rock. And so I'm excited about that. The next ones that she got into were the zombie movies, which are probably the most recent Disney Channel original movie series. I think there's a 3rd one in the works. 2 just came out in, I think, 2019. It could have been early 2020. But she loves them. And for the longest time, she said she was going to be Addison from Zombies for Halloween this year. She was all about it. She's like, I'm going to be Addison. I'm going to be Addison. I'm going to be Addison. And then she was introduced to probably one of the most popular Disney Channel original movie series, Descendants. And I was like, I don't know if Descendants is going to be too much. I mean, there's so much about the characters. I don't know. I was very hesitant. I didn't know if it was an older kid thing, but we turned it on and there is singing. And she's all about the singing. And she loves Descendants. I think we watched Descendants 3 over and over and over again. We watched it already once today. I don't think we're going to watch it again. She loves Audrey's song, Queen of Mean. She loves it. But she has decided that she's going to be Evie for Halloween. I don't know if that'll change. I mean, it is only April. So I don't know if that'll change. But she loves them. Evie and Audrey are her favorites. So Evie, Audrey, and Uma, I think, are her favorites. But she says that she wants to be Evie for Halloween. So I told her, I was like, if you're going to be Evie, then I'm going to be the evil queen. So, and if you haven't seen Descendants, Evie is the daughter of the evil queen from Snow White. So if you haven't seen Descendants, go watch it. They're actually really, really good movies. And the music is very catchy, gets stuck in your head. It's awesome. I mean, it's what a musical is. So it's great. Absolutely love them. I love that she loves these movies. I'm going to start filtering in some other movies too. But these are great. I love that she's into musicals, and I'm a big musical geek, so I love that she loves them. Besides those, we've also been watching old cartoons. We have been watching, let me think. We've been watching Adventures of the Gummy Bears, which was a big one when I was a kid. We've been watching that. We've been watching Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which was a favorite of mine. I love Dale. I have a twin sister, so Chip and Dale, they're twins. I was a lot like Dale, the goofball, and the slacker, and my sister is a whole lot like Chip. So we love it. I love that she loves Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. She's a fan of Gadget, just like my sister was. So it's really cute. And we've watched some DuckTales, some Tailspin. She hasn't really gotten into those as much. But I mean, hopefully she will. I want her to watch the old DuckTales from when I was a kid before she watches the new DuckTales that they've got going on now. Because I'm not about the new DuckTales yet. So I want her to watch the old ones first. And I mean, there's so much stuff on Disney Plus. We have just been using and abusing that subscription like there is no tomorrow. So it's really great, and we've been doing that a whole lot. So besides that, other things Disney related we've been doing during this time is Disney puzzles. I know what you might be thinking. Puzzles? What? Huh? Puzzles? What? Yes, puzzles. I said it. Puzzles. Jigsaw puzzles. We have been pretty obsessed with the Disney by Thomas Kincaid puzzles. We have done, I think we are up to 6 of them now. If you have them there, we've done the 500 piece ones. We've done the Pocahontas, Lady and the Tramp, Mickey and Minnie in Hawaii, Mickey and Minnie in Paris, Snow White. I'm forgetting one. I can't remember what it is. I'm forgetting one. I'm going to kick myself. I'm trying to think of it right now, but I can't think of it. So right now we're currently doing the Tangled one, and it's it's just been difficult for me. But I love these puzzles. They are visually stunning. You put them all together and you just want to frame them. I have not framed them because I find joy in destroying them after I put them together. But they're beautiful pictures, absolutely stunning. And so my favorite puzzle of those that we've done is the Lady and the Tramp puzzle. I absolutely loved this puzzle. One of the reasons I loved the Lady and the Tramp puzzle so much was because you had like all these different characters. It was a beautiful scene. But I noticed, and Emily noticed too, so many little Easter eggs in this puzzle. If you're not familiar with the term Easter eggs when it comes to Disney, watch Disney movies and you'll find little bits and pieces from other movies, like a character here, a character there, you know. So-and-so has this, like in Moana, the big one that always stands out for me in Moana, when Maui is singing You're Welcome, you see a little cartoon-ish flounder go by. And Em loves pointing him out every time we watch Moana. And in this Lady and the Tramp puzzle, there are tons of little Easter eggs throughout the whole puzzle. You know, we found Nana from Peter Pan is in the dog catcher's wagon. We found Jock and Gus Gus from Cinderella in one of the plants. We found several hidden Mickeys throughout the puzzle. And that's just to name a few. Oh, there's a dress shop, and Aurora's dress in the end is in the dress shop. So that's just a few of them, and we found tons of them. It was great. So I really loved that puzzle because I love Lady and the Tramp. It was one of my favorites as a kid, and I loved it for that reason, but I also love that they put so much detail and so much of that into that puzzle. These puzzles have been great. They've been great to keep, mind sharp, looking for this and trying to put these together. So what I'm going to do in the show notes for this episode, I am going to put a link to those puzzles. So go over, click those links, and buy those puzzles. They're so much fun. The ones that we got were boxes of 4 puzzles. I'll put a couple of in there that are just single puzzles. That way you don't have to buy all 4 at once if you don't want to. But I'll put the links in there for the ones that we bought because they're awesome. So besides puzzles, we've been listening to a lot of Disney music. We recently got an Amazon Echo show. Thank you to my awesome stepmother for getting that for us. So we got that, and we listen to music all the time on it, especially during a school day. When we're doing schoolwork, Emily loves to listen to music on that, so it's wonderful. I've created my own playlist, and she knows how to ask for the playlist. So she'll just start asking, play Emily's playlist on shuffle, and randomly hear her say. So it's great. Besides that, we've been watching virtual rides on YouTube. So there are lots and lots and lots of videos on YouTube that you can watch that are the Disney rides. They are point of view Disney rides. There are some of them that were done with like a fisheye lens, which I don't like. It creeps me out. It's weird. But there are lots of point of view videos that of the rides. You don't see the person, you just see what they're seeing. And I love that. I'm a kind of person, I don't want to be surprised about a ride. I want to know. So we've watched a bunch of those, and it's kind of like preparing Emily for our next Disney trip, because she'll be big enough, hopefully by then, to go on every single ride. And we're preparing her for Expedition Everest, Tower of Terror, Splash Mountain. Those are 3 of my husband's favorite rides. So he wants her to go on those with him. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. So we've been watching those videos to kind of prepare her for what's to come. So she sees what it looks like. Obviously, she can't feel it. She doesn't know what it feels like, but she can see what it looks like. And we have also watched Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is a brand new ride in Hollywood Studios. So we have been able to check that out because I want to know what it looks like. I want to know if there's a drop. I want to know if it's going to be anything like that. So we watched that. We've watched a ride that they have already gone on, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I have never been on it. In Magic Kingdom, in Disney World, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I've never been on. I don't like roller coasters. I went on a roller coaster when I was, I think, 18, 19 years old, and I was really nauseous the rest of the day. So I was kind of traumatized. So I'm not very eager to go on another roller coaster. It's been like 20 years almost. But I'm not excited about it. But I promised Emily that the next time we go to Disney, I will go on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train with her. So we've been watching videos to get me amped up and excited about it. I'm not amped up and excited about it, but we'll see. So we'll see if that happens. But we try to incorporate Disney in every day. A little bit of Disney and Disney magic in every single day that, we're stuck at home. So it's good. It's good for us. It's good for Em. So that's what we have been doing. I would love to know what you guys have been doing during this time that's Disney related. Let me know. Have you been planning your next trip? Have you been, watching Disney movies? If you have, which ones have you been watching? Maybe they're ones I haven't seen and they're good ones that we can watch with them. So let me know. Let me know what you guys have been doing Disney-wise during the pandemic. I would love, love, love to know. So now we're going to move on to the second part of our episode. We're going to watch. We're going to talk about brand new Disney movie that came out in theaters right before the pandemic and quickly went to Disney Plus, and that is Onward. And Onward brings the viewer to a new yet very familiar world. So we see elves and other mystical creatures doing things like we would normally do. They go to work, they go to school, you name it, they eat breakfast, all that kind of stuff that we do. We're watching them do. They're these mystical creatures, and they're things that you hear about in fairy tales, and we're watching them do what we normally do. So it's pretty cool. The movie's based around a teenage elf. His name is Ian, and it's his birthday at the beginning of the movie. And he gets this amazing gift from his dad, who passed away. I think it was when he was a baby, or it could have been right before he was born. But he passed away, and Ian has never known him. So it's amazing that he has this gift. And it turns out to be this magic spell that, his dad put together. He was Ian's dad, Ian and Barley is his brother. Their dad was sick. And, towards the end, he knew, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to get to see these boys grow up. I need to do something. And he made this magic spell to bring himself back, that Ian and Barley could bring their dad back for 24 hours. So he could see the men that they grew up to be. And they get this gift for Ian's birthday. And they do the spell, something goes wrong, and they end up only bringing half their dad back. It's his legs. They end up bringing his legs back. And Ian and Barley know that they have to go on this quest to finish this spell. They've got to get the things that they need to finish the spell, and they go on this amazing journey together. Two brothers together. And along the way, they meet these amazing, I want to say people, but they're not people, amazing creatures. And we see so many things that you only dream about, that you only hear about in fairy tales, and you see them on the screen. And there's plenty of magic because Barley helps Ian out in learning more about magic, because they find out very early on that Ian has a magical gift. He has a gift to be able to make magic. And, you know, Barley thinks that's great. Ian is not so thrilled about it, but with Barley's help, he teaches, you know, Ian about magic. And in the end, one of the boys gets to actually see their dad and talk to him. Only one. Spoiler, only one. But I'm not going to tell you who it is. If you have not seen the movie, go see the movie and you can find out. So yeah, there you go. There are lots of things that I love about this movie. I'm going to say right now that I really liked it. But before I get into what I loved about it, I want you guys to hear what Emily had to say. So let's hear what Emily had to say about Onward. Okay, so I said that we were going to talk with Emily today about what she thought of a brand new Disney movie that just came out named, what is it?
Onward.
What did you think of Onward?
I am pretty disappointed that there isn't any songs, but it is pretty funny because sometime in the movie, this teenage elf named Barley, his little brother Ian, went on an adventure. There was a spell, and they spelled it on a Cheeto, so they turned it into a giant ski Cheeto.
Did they ride the Cheeto like a raft?
Yes,
yeah.
And it was very funny, and the teenage elf Barley started to eat their boat.
He started to eat the boat.
Yeah.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because it was all Cheeto.
Yeah?
They could eat it. But it was just...
So would you say that the Cheeto, the giant Cheeto, is your favorite part of the movie?
Yes.
Yeah?
But mostly, yeah.
Oh, and at the end,
yeah.
when, I can't remember his name. What's his name?
Officer Bronco.
Officer Bronco.
Yeah.
When he realizes that he's part horse and he slaps his bum and rides off into the wind by himself, doesn't need his car anymore because he was born to ride or born to run.
Yeah.
So did you like the movie?
Yes, but I am still disappointed that there's no songs.
So you're disappointed that there's no songs.
And I am actually really happy that it's a really funny movie.
Do you have a favorite character?
I'm going to say Officer Bronco.
Oh, yeah? He's your favorite?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Not what I expected.
Yeah.
So do you have another favorite besides him?
I'm going to say Barley.
That's a good choice.
Barley, Barley, Barley.
So, who is your least favorite character?
If I needed to choose, I'll say the giant dragon.
Oh, at the end, the curse dragon?
Yeah. That's my least favorite.
Yeah. Okay. So you said what your favorite parts were. What is your least favorite part?
Oof. That is a really tough decision. I'm gonna say my least favorite part. That is so good, all of them. I'm gonna say when the story ends.
When the story ends?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's my least favorite.
Did you think any of it was sad?
No.
No?
No.
Was Onward scary at all?
No. It was actually really funny.
So it wasn't scary, it was really funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Oh, that's good. So do you think that little kids could see it?
Like little tiny babies?
Do you think kids younger than you could see it?
Only if they're one, I would guess to say no.
So if they were 1 or babies, then no?
Yeah, no.
But if they were older than that, yeah?
Yeah, if they were like my age.
Yeah.
If they're 7, of course. It's not my choice. It's their choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So would this be a movie, and I think I know the answer to this because we've done it already, but would this be a movie that you would watch over and over and over again? Would you watch it more than once?
I'm going to say probably.
Probably. Well, speaking that we've watched it a handful of times already. Then So you really liked Onward?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. Do you have anything else to say about Onward?
Yeah.
What else do you have to say about Onward?
I'm going to ask Mommy some questions.
Oh, you want to ask me some questions? Wow. So
what's your favorite character, Mom?
So my favorite character. Oh, that's a tough one. I really like
Barley?
I do like Barley. He's one of my favorites. But I like the Manticore too. I think she's really funny.
I think you can actually choose whatever character you want.
So I would say Barley and the Manticore.
Yes, that is a very, very good one. So what is your favorite part of the movie?
Oh, easy. My favorite part of the movie is the giant Cheeto.
The giant Cheeto?
Giant Cheeto, giant cheese puff. I think it's more of a cheese puff than a Cheeto. I could be wrong though. But yeah, I love Cheetos. So definitely the giant Cheeto. I think that's awesome.
I think it's a cheese puff because I love cheese puffs.
Yeah.
Cheese puffs are like my favorite snack.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any more questions for me about Onward?
What is your least favorite part?
My least favorite part of Onward is probably where they don't get a whole lot of time with their dad when their dad comes back.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
What is your most favorite part that is actually really silly?
That's actually really silly? Oh, that's a good one. Favorite part that's actually really silly. When Barley and Ian are dancing with their dad's legs outside of the van.
Yeah.
I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is really funny.
And those of you can't see Em and I standing here talking. She just did the dance moves that Barley was doing, where he's lassoing over his head and dancing. It was really funny.
Yeah, but there's no rope.
Yeah.
There's no rope.
Yeah, he's just pretending.
Yeah, he just pretended to go woo. And his legs are like where his dad's are, and
Yeah.
it's like he's dancing with his dad, but it's behind him.
Yeah.
Going woo! I'm lassoing. Yeah, gotcha, cow.
Do you have any other questions for me about Onward?
What is your least favorite character?
My least favorite character. Oh. Well, that would probably be...
The Grand Dragon.
Yeah, probably the dragon. The cursed dragon. He's probably my least favorite.
What is your... Oh, yeah, cool. Your favorite character? So my also favorite character besides Officer Bronco and Barley is probably Blazy.
Oh, Blazy, the pet dragon. I forgot about Blazy. He was so cute. Too bad we couldn't have a pet dragon like that, right?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
But it would be too much.
Would it be too much for our cats and our puppies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our fishy.
And our fishy and our bunny. Yeah, that'd be too much.
And our cat's name is Molly, Alice, and our dogs, Sydney, Bodie, Hannah, and Jack.
Yeah.
And our fish, his name is Shippy.
His name is Shippy. And the
our,
only pet that we have that is named after a Disney character is actually our bunny. What is our bunny's name?
Judy Hopps from, well, the reason why we named her Judy Hopps, I bet you've all seen Zootopia before.
If you haven't, you should, because Zootopia is really, really funny.
Yeah, and they're like...
It's really cute. But
Don't tell me what I know, Travis.
And we named our bunny after the lead character from Zootopia, who's named...
Judy Hopps. She is a police rabbit. She's going, look after, I'm the cop. Shakes a little bunny tail.
So we were talking about Onward. Do we have anything else to say about Onward? Or is that it?
I think so.
You think so? All right. Well, thanks for being on the podcast, Em. We
Have
really
a good day.
we really appreciate getting your input on the new Disney movies,
Yes.
what you like and what you don't like, and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for being on the show. Okay.
Okay.
Will you do it again next Disney movie?
Yes, I promise.
All right. Thank you, Em.
Bye.
All right. Well, there you have it. There's Emily's take on the brand new Disney movie Onward. Isn't she adorable? I love when she's on the show and when she gives her opinions. It's so cute. So, like I had said with Em, my favorite characters in Onward are Barley and the Manticore. I somewhat relate to Barley. I felt kind of like a... it sounds strange. I felt kind of like a kinship to Barley. Because I was kind of the goofball and the slacker and stuff like that, out of me and my sister. So I kind of felt that connection with him, because that's kind of what Barley is. So I loved him, and I really like the Manticore. I think she's awesome. So yeah. So like I said, my least favorite part is the end part with the dad. After having lost my dad, almost a year ago, it was kind of sad for me. So I'll say that's my least favorite part. I know it's happy that, you know, he does come back fully, even if it's only for a few minutes, and, you know, one of the boys gets to talk to him, but it's very sad for me. So yeah, least favorite part. And obviously my favorite part, like I said with M, is the giant cheese puff Cheeto, whatever you want to call it. So I love that. If you have not seen Onward, see it. It is on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, there's no reason not to see this movie. I really liked it. Is it in my, top 10? Probably not. Is that horrible to say? I think that's horrible to say. I don't know if it's horrible to say. But is it in my top 10? Probably not. But I really did like this movie. I really enjoyed it. It's one that I would watch over and over again. So I really, really liked it. So yeah, go see it if you haven't seen it. No excuse if you have Disney Plus and you're home. Go see it. So yeah. So some people might think that with all of the fantasy and characters and stuff like that, is it scary for kids? No, not at all. There were some parts that might be a little bit on the quote unquote scary side, but I don't think there was. And if you pay attention in the movie, at the very end, it mentions D&D, which is a very popular game, and it mentions them in the credits, or mentions the game in the credits. So I have a friend who I know, plays the game. So I said, you got to tell me, is this accurate? Is this like this? Like, are these characters in the actual game? Is part of this, is it, accurate? And she told me that it was. So I was like, that's so cool. So if you like D&D and you haven't seen Onward, go watch Onward. And then I want you to message me. Either message me or email me or whatever. And I want to know what you thought. So there we go. So folks, that is it. That is it for this episode, for this recent episode. Most recent. I can't even remember what number we're at. I think we're at like 19 or something like that. But this is it for the most recent episode of Disney Life Happy Wife. I have to thank Em for being on the show. I love when she comes on the show. I love getting her opinions about all things Disney. It's very refreshing to get a kid's point of view besides an adult. So I love having her on, and I love hearing what she thinks about things Disney, all things Disney. So I love it. I will be back with a new episode, hopefully within the next few weeks. Like I said, my life is now Emily all the time. I'm lucky right now. I'm at home, where I'm recording, where I always record. My husband has taken Em out fishing. So I got a few minutes to record. So hopefully within the next few weeks I'll be back and I'll give you guys another brand new episode. I just bought my very first Disney book. Not like the bedtime story books that Em reads. I'm talking about like chapter book. I think it's probably a young adult book, I think. YA book, whatever they call them. It is the Isle of the Lost, which is what Descendants is based off of. So I got the first book, and I can't wait to review it on the next episode of Disney Life Happy Wife, so that's what you have to look forward to. Thank you guys so much for listening. I say it every time, every episode. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening. I love doing this podcast. I love, love, love it. I love bringing my love of Disney to you guys, and having you guys listen just makes it all the better. I mean, I just love doing this. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen. I know most people listen to podcasts when they're going to work or whatever. So thank you during this time, taking the time to listen. If you have not caught up on previous episodes, feel free. While you're home, go listen. So if you have any comments or questions or concerns or anything about this episode, or if you want to, offer up a topic that I should talk about on a future episode, send me a message. Send me a message on any form of social media. Any way that you can get a message to me, send it to me. Or you can email me. So my email, the podcast email is dlhwpodcast@gmail.com. I'll say it again. dlhwpodcast, all one word together, @gmail.com. You can find me on social media. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On Facebook and Instagram, you can find me at Disney Life Happy Wife Podcast. All one word. It's long, I know. Disney Life Happy Wife Podcast. Facebook and Instagram. On Twitter, you can find me at DLHW Podcast, just like the email. DLHW Podcast on Twitter. So where can you listen besides where you're listening now? If you're listening now and you're like, I want a different place to listen, better place, you can listen on my blog, my personal blog, The Many Sides of Mom, which is manysidesofmom.com. You can listen on Buzzsprout, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, plus Alexa, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and soon to be you can listen on Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Deezer, and Listen Notes. So pretty much any place you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to Disney Life Happy Wife. So go out there, listen, subscribe. If you subscribe to the podcast, as soon as a new episode is out, you'll be like, oh, it'll tell you got a new episode out. Some places it'll even download it for you if you have that option. So it'll automatically let you know that you've got a new episode of Disney Life Happy Wife. So go listen and subscribe and leave me a review. I love to get ratings and reviews. I will, even if it's not good, I want to know what you guys think. So leave me a review. Let me know what you think. And I'll even read reviews right on the next episode. So go out there and leave me a review. I want to know what you think. So like I said, thank you for taking the time to listen. I will hopefully get a next episode out to you guys within the next couple of weeks. So stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. And like I said, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside. Okay, the last time I'm going to say it. Stay safe and healthy, everybody. Let's kick COVID-19's butt so we can get back to having weekly episodes. And